friends. So today we will talk about how to create a virtual machine of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. For that we require two things. First we require the Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 6 ISO file, and second thing we require is a VM workstation player. In this we can create our virtual machine, and in this only we have to create. Right, so the first step is we have to click on create new virtual machine. उसके बाद select करना है I will install the operating system layer. Linux select करना है यहाँ पे, and in this we have to select our version. Our version is Enterprise Linux 6, so we will select 6. Okay, and now we can change the virtual machine location where we want to store it. So we can store it wherever we want, and we can drain it in the virtual machine. Yeah. Next, keep this as it is and click on finish. Okay, so now we have done this. So now we'll click on edit virtual machine, and now here we have to go and select on CD, DVD, SATA, and over here we have to select the ISO files. Now we have to browse through where we have stored our file of ISO. So we'll go over here. Now we'll select the virtual machine. Once we are done with this, you have to go for the sharing options, and sharing options में ये जो shared folders disabled है उसको enable करके add करना है. Next, पाथ. तो जहाँ पे भी मेरा वर्चुअल मशीन वापस मतलब मेरा जो फाइल स्टोर्ड है जहाँ पे भी आई हैव टू अगेन गो देयर. सो आई सिलेक्ट द वर्चुअल मशीन फोल्डर बिकॉज इसके अंदर मेरा RHEL वाला फाइल है. इनेबल दिस शेयर यस करना है और फिनिश करना है, एंड वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट ओके. तो नाउ माई वर्चुअल मशीन इज़ रेडी. ठीक है, नाउ वी हैव टू प्ले. Now what we have to do is we have to set up the whole virtual machine now. As you all can see, we have got options select or install an updating system. So we'll click on it. So let this file get updated. Okay, so what we have to do over here is you have to click on skip. So it has found the local media that we have imported. Once it is done, we have to click on next. Select the language, that is English. Here we can select whatever we want. We want US English, we want anything. If we want, we can select it. We'll select English. We'll click on basic storage. After clicking on basic storage, we'll click on reinitialize all options. Let the name of my domain be as it is, host name, keep it as it is, we don't have to change. Again click on next. Here we have to select our city, so we'll select India. Here it is America. In Asia we have to select Kolkata. Password for root we will write Linux. So the password should be okay. So we have entered a password, right? After entering the password, it is telling us for partition. So we'll create a custom partition. right? We don't want anything else. Okay, so after we come over here, what we have to do is we have to click on create. After clicking on create, standard partition the mount. From the mount we have to select the root, that we want to create a root partition, and here the size of it will be 10,000 with and forced to be a primary partition because we are creating a root element. So for the root element, and the file type will be ext4, right? After that we have to create more. So this is sda1 which we have. Second is we have to create one more. Okay, so here it will be, now we have done with root, so we have to create boot, and in the boot we have to select 2000, right? And after that we'll create one more. Now this will be so here we'll create on new, create, and yeah, here we have to create a swap. Give that 4000, click on OK, next. So here we have created 3 partitions, and format, write changes to disk. So once it is done, okay, so now we have imported this Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So we will click on next and let it get installed. Okay, so here what we have to do is click on desktop, right? And here we have to additional software, Customiz now. And click on next. So here it will give us prompt to install multiple things, right? So now what we have to select over here is, first we have to, from the base system there are many options. So we have to select security tools over here. From the servers we have to create FTP, NFS, email. These are best if we select it from here. Network storage server, then web services, PHP support, databases, MySQL client, and MySQL server. In web server we can also create web server and web server. System management, we have to create message client support. See, these all will be very important moving ahead. Now here we have to select KDE desktop. Right, and after all of these are done, we can, once all the parts which are done, languages and anything we don't want, click on next. So now it will all automatically select the dependencies, and it will install one by one all the dependencies, and it will take a bit of time. How much dependencies we have selected, it will take that much amount of time. So let's wait for it to get installed. Okay, so once all the installation is done, it will ask for a reboot. So now we have to reboot our system, and our system will get rebooted. So here it will start, and it will again configure. So server is Linux is getting started. So it is loading everything. Now we have to follow the steps again. So click on forward, I agree, forward, keep it as it is, don't. Now we have to create a user over here. So we'll create a user by Linux, name Linux, give it a password, okay, and again just click on forward. Okay, okay, yes, click on yes and move it forward. So the date and time, so select the date and time whichever we want, click on forward, okay, click on next, and now it will again reboot your system within just fractions of seconds. And yes, we are ready with the setup. Now we'll log in with root with the password we have entered sometime before. So now our root user has logged in, so we'll click on checkbox and we'll click on load. Okay, so we have logged in into our user, and we can see over here is that the file which we had imported using the shareable folder in the other options while configuring, we are able to see that. So now if we want to open the terminal in Red Hat, we have two options. On the desktop we can click on right click and open terminal, or the second option is in the applications, system tools and terminal. So we'll open it from here, and we'll zoom our another option is control plus plus if we don't want. So now what we'll do is we'll move to the root folder, that is cd and slash. Cd stands for change directory. We'll look into that also a bit later. Now we'll do ls. ls means to list all the files and folders which are present in our directory. So now here we have a media folder, so we'll move into media folder, right? We have moved into media folder using cd. We'll do ls. So here we have got the Red Hat Enterprise file which we had opted for share over there. We'll again click on ls. Okay, so now we'll move into this directory. So what we have done is cd, we have just press cd rh, the starting initials of the Red Hat, and tab. So it will automatically auto complete it for me. So now we have moved to the Red Hat folder. Now we'll do ls. So here basically we have a lot of files and folders present in Red Hat Enterprise, and we'll check for the packages folder. So cd and packages. Now here all the packages which is available in our Red Hat are listed over here. We can install and we can do anything. So with this, the setup of my Red Hat Enterprise Linux is completed, and we can do any of the operations which we can perform. So now last we move to the root directory again and we close the terminal. So with this we have completed our practical means a setup of installation of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Thank you.